Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So here we have our guest lecturers. First of all, on behalf of Kendriya Vidyalaya Lakhanpur family, I welcome both the guest lecturers. Is my voice clear? Nitin? Dr. Nitin? Dr. Virenji, is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, thank you. So on behalf of Kendriya Vidyalaya Lakhanpur family, once again I welcome both of you. We are very happy to, very happy here to have a session on career counseling in engineering and medical field. So first of all, I will introduce both the lecturers to the participants of this webinar. We have our first lecturer as Dr. Virendra Dhyani, and as far as his introduction is concerned, Dr. Virendra Dhyani has received his MTech degree in solid state materials from Department of Physics, IIT Delhi, India. He was a project associate at Center of Applied Research in Electronics, IIT Delhi, where he had worked on design, fabrication, and testing of innovative MEMS pressure sensor for optomechanical sensing. He later completed PhD at Center of Applied Research in Electronics, CARE, Care, IIT Delhi in 2020. Recently, current research in device applications, high efficient photo detector use GE, nanowire, porous silicon, and 2D materials for optoelectronics. He, was, he has worked on the fabrication of functional nanowire create MOSEFT. So this was his technical introduction and his qualification. Currently, he's also working as senior project scientist at IIT Delhi on nano prediction and characterization of TH detector and modulators. And as our second guest lecturer, Dr. Nitin Unyal. Dr. Nitin Unyal, it's very proud to tell me, I am very proud to tell this, that Unyal was a kid in KV Turkey when I was there, and in 2014, he passed class 12 in that school, that Vidyalaya, and in 2015 only, he got admission in government college situated in, and recently he passed course from HNB Uttara Medical Education University, Dehradun, and it is very humble to him that he is now serving as doctor in Government Medical College Hospital, Srinagar, base hospital, Srinagar. So this is the introduction of, yes.
Hello.
Is my voice clear?
No, it's not clear.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Is my voice clear?
Now it's fine.
Okay. Actually, in J&K, we have 2G internet connection. That's why the internet goes off sometime or weak sometime. So without any much late, I request and I invite Dr. Virendra Dhyani to start this webinar with his few words. And students are also invited to ask their questions after the session of Dr. Virendhyani. Yes, Dr. Virendhyani, over to you.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me. So, students, myself Virendra Dihani, and I have done my PhD from IIT Delhi in basically nanoelectronics. So, if you ask me about my research work, it is basically focused on the application of nanoelectronics for devices. And today I am here to tell you about how can you pursue your career in science and research. Obviously, you all know the best institute for pursuing a BTech course or engineering course is IITs, but that's not the you can say the last lot you have. There are other different universities, colleges, and very good institute also exist in IIT, in India. But you have to think before going in any choose any career in your life, what you really want to do. As part of engineering, if I will suggest you to do this thing, you have to see that what are the career options you have in India after doing a BTech. So if you see, there are a lot of electronics market you have in India. You can see there are a lot of PSUs in the area of civil, mechanicals, and other also. But there are some you can say the mixed branches you also have where you can work very good. So let's take example. One can go in a field of environmental science. As you can see in the news, there are lots of environmental issues, pollution issues. Many kind of things are arising now these days. So people are who used to invest a lot of money. They are also interested to work with the people who are basically have a qualifications in these you can say orthodox area, which is not common like civil, mechanical, or your electrical, electronics. They also want to work in these kind of area. Also, not only engineering, they also want you to work the mixed area like biochemicals, biophysics, a lot of biosensing. Those kind of areas people are very interesting, and these areas needed someone who has expertise in engineering, science, in medical, in mechanicals. Like in my introduction, your sir told you one of the research area MEMS. It's called micro electromechanical system. So you can understand when you say micro, it is basically a microelectronics technology. Then you mechanical systems means someone which has a micro dimension and can move with the mechanical forces or mechanical effects. So you can understand that not only the conventional area is important, but there are some mixed areas also important. So I will go by point. So if you just interested in IITs, so earlier there were seven IITs only, but now there are 23 IITs across the India. The first 7 was the IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Guwahati, IIT Roorkee, and your Delhi, Bombay, Roorkee, Kanpur, and Guwahati. Yeah. Now you have 23 IITs already in India. So almost in every state there are IITs available, and where you can have admissions. But the thing is, getting admission in IITs is not easy, as you know. Around more than 10 lakh students used to sit, and out of them only 10,000. Maybe now it is the seats are now a bit increased, so maybe 15,000 students used to get admissions. But that's not the list end. Then after IITs, there are NITs. In India, there are 31 NITs, National Institute of Technology. Then there are other colleges or other institutes like IIITs, the Indian Institute of Information Technology. For science, this is basically they have IISERs, which is called Indian Institute of Science and Education and Research. Then there are very good universities like ISC, Indian Institute of Science and Technology, which offers you to pursue your career in science. TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. Then this Birla Group, they have very good institute, and like that there are many other institute available where you can have your bachelor program or your master program after your after your 12th. The thing is, you have to start thinking about them now, and you have to plan according to them now. Basically, where most of the students lacks is basically they don't have they don't have a plan. So for any exam, I'm saying for any exam in your life, if you will think just basically, let's say only a month ago or 2 months ago, it's very difficult to crack that particular exam. You have to plan it at least 1 year ago, before the date of that exam. Only then you can get the success in that particular thing. Okay, so this is the thing. And also, and as I told you, not in the only in the conventional engineering you can have your career. You can get career in very mixed subjects, like I told you about the environmental technology, biophysics, biomedicals. There are you can say basically there are different courses in IITs like tribology, and also you have rural development, and these are many things IIT used to do. Thing is, getting in IIT, you have to crack, obviously after your 12th you have to crack JEE exam, and if you are not able to do that also, you can also do this thing after doing any bachelor degree from any university. You can come back to IIT after doing MTech also. So far, if you are concerned about the career so much in IITs also, let me tell you frankly, only 10% student get the job in the core industries. Core industry का मतलब होता है, it means like if you are reading, if you are studying about the electrical engineering, so whatever electrical engineering industry or PSUs means public sector unit, the one which have a government share and public share. So they used to hire them, but this number is only 10%. So what IIT BTechs do, they generally do IIMs like management studies. They used to go foreign for doing their master degree or PhD degree or jobs, or they used to do jobs in company like a consultant. So let me tell you one thing. What IIT will or any good institute do, they create skills in you, or they polish the skills in you. If you don't have skills, so it's very difficult to get a job, or it's very difficult to get a good career. So what these colleges or these IITs or NITs they do, they give you a surrounding atmosphere where your skills can grow, your skills can basically becomes better and better, and you can have confidence in yourself. Any person who is right now working in any particular area, you will notice with your parents, with your teachers, with your seniors, whoever you know, after a certain time of in their career, whatever their core jobs, they used to do that also, but after some times it all becomes about management. The world is all about management, business, and how you can draw money from that. So that is the skill which the world respect about you. So what IIT do, it will give you, or NIT do, or triple IT do, or ISER do, they will give you such kind of atmosphere that you will get a basically self-confidence on yourself, and you can say, apart from your engineering skill or your science skill, your whatever skill, they also introduce some other skills in yourself, so that you can basically go in any environment and you can work there. So you have to think from here, what are your skills now and how can you polish them. In skills, it can be a speaking skills, it can be a public managing skills, it can be not only you know about mathematics or you know about science and those things, but this is your starting. So what are your skills right now, so you can get that kind of environment, you can get that kind of institute. So you have to see about that. So like in your schools, you're right now studying about physics, you're studying about mathematics, you're studying about let's say English, literature, these things. You have to focus them from here now. If you are not studying very well, obviously it is very difficult to do these things. Most of the people think they can do coachings and these things. Yes, coaching helps, but it's also a waste of time sometimes. In the current era, in this modern era, where you have access to almost every information in the world, using your laptop, mobiles, using internet, and at a very cheap rates. If you are wasting time on the other things, that's not good. So the thing is, whatever you used to study in your school, the exam pattern is same. The only thing, the language of the problem is a bit twisty, which you are not able to understand. But if you will not practice it right now, it's going to be difficult. Even you will do coaching also. So the thing is, you have to see your whatever you are studying. You can search on the internet. There are many problems, question papers, test papers. You can see from there to crack these exams. Also, what is your motivation basically? That is also you have to understand. So in terms of engineering or research, you have to see in YouTube. There are a lot of magazines where you can see what is the things is basically going on, what are new things are coming, or basically where are the market or where are the research of the current era is moving. So if you will see those things, you will get that okay. Let's say now in the next 5 years, the electronics market is going to be very high, so I can have a better career in electronics. Or let's say no, the electronics market is going down, so we can go let's say in mechanical, or we can go into the environmental science, or no, I can pursue my career in science, or I can come into the academic again. So these are the things basically which people used to see. So you have to do a particular research in particular area to understand where your career, or where you can start thinking about your career, and then you can start the preparation about this. Also, let me see the list yourself and me to answer your questions. And the most important thing is this in the discipline is the discipline in your life. You have to basically plan your routine and your timings according to that, so that you have time for each and everything. You should have a time to basically study. Not only study, you have to play also. You should also give time to basically see these things what you are going to do in future. So in summary, if I have to say, it's basically where you used to see yourself after let's say 5 years or 10 years. Just write down in a copy that okay, after 10 years, let's say I want to have that much bank balance, that much this kind of job or whatever, and then think how I can go up to that level in next 10 years. What I have to do, how I have to plan for these things. And until unless you will not plan about these things, this is not going to do. You have to see that list every day when you used to wake up. Just see what I have to do, and according to that, if you are making a plan for let's say weekly, monthly, or yearly, then only these things are going to possible. Unless it is very difficult to achieve something this kind of thing. So that's it from my side. If you have questions, you can ask me. That is the better way basically to let's say they send this message to you. So please ask whatever your questions, and frankly ask your questions.
So on behalf of students, I will ask question, Dr.
Yes.
Virendra. First question that was received by me was on which subjects one should focus more from now.
Okay.
I mean from class 10 to join IIT, and some tips for us that should followed by us from now that may help us in future for joining IITs.
Okay. So I don't know whether you know, but there are only three subjects: physics, chemistry, and mathematics, which has been asked in IITs for entrance exam. For me, chemistry is very difficult, but you can study it. but you have to study physics and math. And maths is very important for an engineer. If you're an engineer and your mathematics is not good, it's very bad situation for you. So your mathematics should be very good. Your geometry, your algebra, your trigonometry, calculus is very important after that. So your mathematics should be very sharp. Also in physics, a lot of questions revolve about the mechanics, electronics, and also this magnetics part and other things. So these subjects you have to study. About the tips, if you will see on the internet, there are a lot of questions papers, test papers. Also, there are test Moodles, basically website where you can log in, and let's say for a 1 hour, they will give you some questions. It's a time-based question. You can answer these questions, and same times they will give you the answer sheet, basically your report, whether how many questions you did right. So these things. Also, there are you can say YouTube channels and other channels like Unacademy. So there you can have lectures on different subjects. So they have make a lecture series, and that is only, you can say, a subscription of 500 or 1,000 for a year. So if someone is thinking about let's say doing a coaching after 10th or after 12th, so it's I will say in this time of lockdown, because the schools are not going to open another 6 months from this, what is my expectation. So it's better to use this time using your internet. You can see on YouTube or on the or in these websites the lectures. Let's say if you're in your school, if they are teaching you about the simple harmonic motion, so you can simply go there, and you can after your class you can see that lecture. You can see the problems also. Yes.
Okay. So second question is, how can I choose my stream? Simply give me an example as to how did you choose your stream.
Okay.
And supplementary question of this, how IIT students differ from the students studying in private or government universities.
Okay. So choosing a stream is basically depends upon your interest, first of all. Second thing, whether a career possibility is there or not. If you are asking about myself, so I was a science student. I got an admission in a science department earlier, in a physics department. But the thing is, after reaching there, what I realized, if I will do something in physics, I may not get an industry job that much easily. I have to go a applied part of that. So the applied part was the electronics for me at that time. So that's why I entered to a center which is called Center for Applied Research in Electronics. So I did my MTech project there, and then I got the other positions there, and now I'm PhD from there. So just to inform you, now I am going to Ireland, Dublin, after my PhD for a 2-year job. So they are offering me it's called a postdoctoral job for 2 years. That is again in something which is called the microfabrication or microelectronics. So choosing your stream or choosing your future is something depends upon what is your interest, where you want to settle, and where you see yourself after some times or after your graduate degree. Obviously, there are some you can say hot branches, or you can say the favorite branches like CS, computer science, in India, IT and software development, robotics. So these are the things, if you will pursue right now, in next 5-10 years, there are going to be a lot of you can say growth in this area. From last 5-10 years, software and IT, these things are going on. Let me tell you, and now it is going to about robotics, artificial intelligence. So these are the you can say the can be your favorite branches in your time.
Okay.
Yes.
Another question is, what to do to have a good career in space science?
In space science.
Yes.
Space. Okay. Okay. India has its own space agency. You know already. This NASA. Oh, sorry. ISRO. Sorry. So ISRO is basically, you can have a very good career. No doubt in that. If you want to work for country, and the thing is, even after your BTech, they have programs they used to have a lot of vacancies every year. They used to float vacancies after BTech. So you have to just clear exam and an interview, and a lot of students used to go. Even from IIT, they used to go. Career in basically in ISRO is something like you are working in a company. It is a government body, but they used to work like a company. They have a deadline because normally what happens when you are planning to launch a satellite, you have to plan 3-4 years ago, because you have to take a permission from the international space agencies. You cannot just simply plan it today and launch it after 4 years. You have to ask for the permission that we want to launch something like that. So sometimes it happens, ISRO becomes a time bounded job, but having a career in that is very good. If someone really want to serve his country, uh, that is good. Salary is about like you will get obviously something about a professor in IITs, that kind of salary you have there, and all the government aspects are there. Yes.
Does IIT have any course in space sciences?
IIT don't have any this kind of thing. They have branches like aerospace and other things, but they don't have any courses because they don't have that kind of infrastructure. ISRO itself has its institute like IST, Space Technology Institutes, and other institutes, but they don't have this kind of.
Okay.
IIT don't have.
Another question is from class 9 student. What should be our strategy or timetable to crack JEE from now? If I want, he's asking that if I want to prepare JEE exam or JEE exam from class 9 onwards, what should be my strategy and what timetable should I follow?
Okay, timetable. Obviously, if you're studying daily, let's say 2 hours, from my side, it is enough. The thing is about the target. So, your first target should be to study about your 9th and 10th classes, mathematics, science, and chemistry questions. So, you have to complete those things initially. What my point is, whatever question patterns you have in your formal exams for high school, 12th, 9th, 10th, whatever, are very much different from the question patterns of IITs. So what I will suggest that whatever you have studied, just go on the internet, search the IIT's question of that particular subject. Let's say if they are doing something about the in the algebra, they are doing about the equations, the variable equations. So just search the question about them. If they will find out some question, try to solve them by their self. And the more you practice, the more you will you can say become confident. And this is the tip basically. Until unless you will see the question, when you will enter the exam, you will see something new is in front of me. So you have to do a lot of practice before going to a real exam. That is the real strategy. What coaching institute or what these website used to do, they used to give a lot of test series to you so that you become habitual for them. So that is the thing, and you have to, if it is possible for someone to study in advance, let's say if he is studying in 9th, and if he has completed his course of 9th, and if he is free, if he can do, he can also he can start the course of 10th, then 11th or 12th, like that. So he has to study in advance so that he had time to practice.
Okay, so these were the questions regarding engineering and career in engineering. Now I will ask Dr. Nitin Unyal to please join us and have his session. And once again, Dr. Nitin Unyal, we feel very proud to have a session with you. You are a Corona warrior. You are on front line, and you are serving the people in interiors of Uttarakhand in Garhwal, Srinagar, like that place. And we feel very proud to have chat with you. Now, Dr. Nitin Unyal, I welcome you once again, and I want to congratulate you that you completed your MBBS course. Dr. Nitin, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Good morning to all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Nitin.
Sir. Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Janardhan Bihari, sir, to give me that opportunity that I can give some comments, or you can say some motivational speak here. This is my first time, so please, I ask for any kind of if अगर मेरे से कोई गलती हो जाती है तो प्लीज मुझे माफ कीजिएगा. आई विल आस्क इन हिंदी ऑल्सो. इट इज हिंदी पखवाड़ा. So,
It's okay, Nitin.
yes, sir. So, first of all, I will ask all of the persons present here that how many of you would like to pursue a career in medical field? Actually, why am I asking that? Because this line a lot of passion as well as a lot of dedication. Uh, Sharp. You need to be quick. You need to be a hard worker, and there will be some time. There will be some. There will be means a lot of what you can say tension that you don't get sleep for 2 to 3 days in straight row, and not good food. You will be using like mess foods or the junkies, but still you have to work. Okay, so this is my question: how many of you, the students, wants to pursue the career like this? Because it has some back some good points or bad points, some demerits, some merits. Okay, so if an average the first of thing that any person might understand, there is that point that every person thinks that in about his ninth or 10th standard, that how a doctor is so much good. I will like so good in that white apron. But actually, the point is that no one knows how much pain or how much study hours the person has gone through to wear that apron. Actually, okay, yeah. Student can ask the questions in the chat box, please. So we will go through how we have prepared or how I have prepared for the NEET. NEET. Okay. So in year 2014, I cleared my 12th standard from the KV number 2 Roorkee. Sir was also present there. He too motivated me. I was present with him in the science exhibition also, which held at Haridwar. We had a good chat, and from there, I know sir very well. After that, I would like to thank, first of all, I would like to thank my all the teachers of the science stream in the KV number 2 Roorkee, because they motivated me. So up to that point that I was confident enough that I will crack the MBBS examination. Okay, now I will come to the point to preparations of NEET. First of all, I gave the exam in the 2014. There were two exams at that time. There was a All India Pre-Medical Test, as well as there was Uttarakhand PMT. Okay, so I gave them both of them. I scored good. I scored 161 out of 200 in the Uttarakhand PMT, and I scored 460 or 70 in AI PMT out of 720. Okay, these are good marks at that time. But even after that, my rank was actually nearly 700 in Uttarakhand PMT and 48,000 in All India Pre-Medical Test. So actually, after performing that much, I feel like what else has happened? I have never seen a failure, right? Uh, I was good in studies, I think. Uh, but when I see that even after this much of preparation, if you can't crack an examination, then what does it take to crack such an examination that so many people? Each year, nearly 7 to 8 lakhs. Now the numbers have increased up to 15 lakhs also. 15 lakh people give the exam. So, and the number of government seats available is only 10,000. So you can seriously see the ratio. And after that, we know the government is saying that we need doctors. So we need a good number of seats available also. But that is not possible, because if we need to increase the seats, we will need a lot of infrastructure. Okay, I will come to the point. Then afterwards, I have um I counseled. I get counseling from my all the teachers, as well as all my friends all my seniors, and all the other students who have cracked the prestigious exam, that how did they do it? Some give me points like you should take a coaching, you should study up to 8 hours, you should do multiple questions. You have to study nearly 10 to 15 times the NCERT books, like that. Okay, so I will come to the straight points. What I have done, I go to the Allen Coaching Institute, Kota, okay, for the preparation. They give me a good amount of materials, but the basic point was mindset in the ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, because there were each and every person, nearly 2 to 3 lakhs in students in the quota itself was studying the same material. Okay, same material they were studying, but still only 5 to 6,000 people got selected in the exam. Okay, how was that possible? Because the mindset that you prepare in this year, in which you are currently, in the 14 to 19 years old child, or you can say teenager, what what is its mindset that is most important? Okay, like you can say, I have to do this. Why I have to do this? There is no reason why I have to do this, but there should be some reason. There should be some enthusiasm, or you can say a motivation, a motivational drive that can push you to that extent that you can crack the exam. So how did motivational drive came? That depends on you. It may be something like you have seen your grandparents, old age old age people, or some person, or some child who is suffering comorbid condition he is having, like your old grandparents may have arthritis, घुटनों का दर्द वगैरह होते हैं दादाजी दादी जी को, किसी को कैंसर हो गया था, किसी को कुछ भी हो सकता है। ये किसी की भी मोटिवेशनल ड्राइव हो सकती है कि मेरे को ऐसा कुछ करना है कि इस तरीके के जो लोग हैं वो लोगों को मैं ठीक कर सकूं अपनी जिंदगी में किसी भी तरीके से। मेरी मोटिवेशनल ड्राइव भी इसी तरीके से थी, कुछ फैमिली कंडीशंस इस तरीके से थी कि कुछ ऐसा सोचा कि नहीं, अब तो मुझे जितने लोग मैं ठीक करूंगा उतना अच्छा रहेगा। तो आपको एक मोटिवेशनल ड्राइव होनी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है मेरे हिसाब से, प्रिपरेशन ऑफ नीड्स पे, क्योंकि पढ़ते सब लोग उतना ही हैं, पढ़ते सब उतना ही हैं, सारी किताबें सेम होती हैं, फिर भी कुछ लोग क्रैक कर जाते हैं, कुछ लोग नहीं कर पाते हैं। ओके, हाँ, तो आपकी ये मर्जी है। आजकल बहुत सारे इंटरनेट पे फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल हैं कि आप कैसे प्रिपरेशन करें। प्रेप लैडर है, अन अकेडमी है, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं आप प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं। कोचिंग ले सकते हैं, कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स भी अपने ऐप्स खोल चुके हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें अवेलेबल हैं। तो प्रिपरेशन का तो ये है। अब आपके सब्जेक्ट्स के ऊपर आते हैं। तो देयर आर थ्री मेजर सब्जेक्ट विच यू रीड इन 11th and 12th: the physics, chemistry, and bio. The physics comprises of the 25% of the total, chemistry comprises of 25% of the total, and 50% comprises of biology only. So out of 180 questions, 180 questions are asked in the 180 questions are asked in the NEET. Why 180 questions are asked in the NEET? So 90 questions of all of them are from the biology, and out of the 90 questions, 45 questions are from the plant sections, and 45 from the animal section. This is the basic rule. And 25% means nearly 45 questions are from the physics, and 45 questions are from the chemistry itself. Okay, so chemistry is further divided into inorganic, organic, and your physical chemistry. The physics is itself divided into the wave optics, ray optics, further multiple topics. So topics needs to be briefed very much. First time you have to study like line to line. Second time you have to study like the most important points. You have to take them down, mark underlines or whatever you know. Then third time you have to do only the multiple choice questions, and the fourth time, the last time, you have to do the selected multiple choice question that cover all the topics, or all the topics, or um, all the things in them itself. Okay, so this is the pattern. So by the calculation you can easily know that the biology is the most important subject. Okay. If you crack, this is the basic calculation. If you come near about 550 out of 720 or 550 plus out of 720, you can easily get a government medical college. Okay. Uh, so how to come to that point up to 550 plus? Now the second point. So if 360 out of 7
नहीं नहीं,
is just
ये मेरा खाना वाला ही है ना यार,
7
डिस्प्ले वाला
in biology,
है।
if you cross 320 plus in biology itself, then it is more easier to cross nearly 100 or 120 in the physics and 100 and 120 in the chemistry out of 180. It's easier. You got my point? Okay, so your total will be nearly 600, and it's a very good score. I can say you that you can get to some prestigious colleges in India. Now, I will tell you something about my experience of preparation. So my experience is that I used to study in night, and I still prefer it because it's quiet, it's ambient. For me, uh, person's choices may vary according to themselves. So there is a point that so how to study first of all. I have told you first you have to read all of the textbooks. Which textbook? NCERT. The main point of all the central examination that held in India is that all of the examination only and only come from the NCERT book. That is the basic point you need to know. NCERT books are like what you can say Bible of all those things. Okay, so NCERT books needs to be studied. There are only six books: two for physics, two for chemistry, two for 11, 12. Okay, so you have to study like six books only thoroughly. Now, when you have studied them, then you have to check for the points, the major points that are topic, or you can put the concepts that it is giving to you. Okay. After that, you have to uh, come to the multiple choice questions, and then the multiple choice questions means a topic may contain 50 to 100 multiple choice questions itself, but you have to select the multiple choice questions that comprises all of the concept that a topic has, and re-repeat them 1 to 2 times. You will be good to go to crack the exam. So this was my preparation. I used to study in the night. I used to do the basic reading. Then after I make some notes of those points, or you can write in the book itself. After that, I used to do multiple choice questions from the study material itself that coaching institutes provides, or you can say there are multiple previous year questions that you can do. I used to do that, and then I checkpoint some questions and used to do repeatedly them so that I can do. Now we will talk about some universities or the medical colleges in the India which are prestigious. Everybody knows. I think everybody knows about All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Yeah, it has 7 branches all over the India. The most prestigious is more the AIMS Delhi, okay, which is in the Anand Vihar. Uh, People usually used to do what that they used to cut out a photo of AIMS Delhi and stick it on their study table in front of them so that they can get motivated that I have to go reach there. I used to do that also. Uh, it is a dream college actually. Yeah. Now, All India Institute of Medical Sciences has 7 branches. Then after that, the PGI Institute, Postgraduate Institute, Medical Education and Research Institute. This is in Chandigarh, in Rohtak, Haryana. Then there is JIPMER in South. Then there is some IISc Bangalore, if you have heard it. It also gives some doctors. Then there is if any one of you is from army background, then you have heard of AFMC, Army Armed Force Medical College, Pune. There is Army Medical College, Delhi. There is Vardhaman Mahavir Medical College, VMMC, Delhi. There is Vellore, VIT and VMMC also. And there is KGMC in Lucknow. Okay, there are various institutes all over the India. There is something good, something bad about the institute, but basically this is the kind. In Uttarakhand, or you can say in Jammu, there are I think 2 to 3 medical colleges in Jammu and Kashmir. Uttarakhand, there are 3 medical colleges right now. Okay, so each university provide you some 4.5 years of course of MBBS. After that, you have to do 1 year of internship. So the total course is 5.5 years. For 5.5 years, you have to study. After that, you can be called as a doctor. Okay. So this was about the good university. Now I will talk about the paramedical things and other medical branches like Ayurveda, BAMS, BHMS, like that. Okay. So first of all, in the medical line, uh, uh, there is not only MBBS. Okay, there is BUMS, Unani, BAMS, Ayurveda, BHMS, homeopathy. These are all called doctors. Then there is BDS, dentistry. Okay. Then after that, you can call um, paramedical staff like nursing staff, lab technician. We need BSc or undergraduates in the microbiology, biotechnology, and furthermore, biochemistry, the pathology. You have heard about them, I think so. These are the other branches that you can avail also. Now, as an ex-KV, I will like to tell you my experience as a KV. KV gives you an ambience. First of all, a good environment so that you can compete each other. Because basically, what we have to do after 12th is compete everywhere. Okay, there are students like you who push themselves against you. You have to push yourself against them to prove yourself. I don't think prove yourself. I have to be uh, you can say to show your experience, to show your what you can say mm, potential. Yeah, to show your potential. KV gives you the support. It gives you the correct order, the correct discipline that you have to follow. Whenever, whenever you will go out of the KV, and whenever you get touch in a government institute or government college, you will get to know that you have you have so much from the KV surroundings or KV's environment that you will get acclimatized in the surrounding itself. You don't need to struggle hard. Okay, KV gives you that point of what you can say experience itself, so that you can cope up with any kind of nuisance in your life. So I would like shortly, my principal ma'am, my physics sir, my chemistry ma'am, chemistry sir, they all motivated me. All the teachers, like sir itself, Dr. Janardhan sir, they itself motivated me so hard, and other teachers also. They motivated me so that I take a step out and follow my dream. So right now I am pursuing it lively. Okay. Now, first we'll talk about the dream, and then we will tell how to accept failures. Okay. You have, I think, you read newspapers or you have seen some news right now. Some students are saying that due to some problems they they haven't reached to the examination centers itself, and they lost a year. Have you heard of them? So they uh, they tell that they have lost 1 year. What will they do now? They have prepared so hard and something. So there are some circumstantial conditions in life which which basically what they do, they broke you. They can do. there may be so many of things like your health, your family conditions, your preparation. That time there may be some friends, friend and household activities, or you can gatherings, family gatherings, anything. Which at the time, at the peak time, which is around the examination held in the May first week of May, and around March, April, you can have these kinds of things. And maximum people they do preparation whole of the year, and in that March and April, what they face is that any kind of nuisances came in their life, and they don't get selected. In first attempt of mine, I also I was also get rejected. So it was disheartening. It was a failure. How did I cope up? I just I just focus on one thing, that this single failure in my life can't decide my future. Okay, first of that means if I have failed in the examination for once, then it doesn't mean that I can't crack it. Okay, so after that, first of all, you need to rewind this particular line, that a single paper can't decide my future, multiple times. Multiple times in your life, you have to remind it. It will help in your MBBS career also, because mm, I will tell you later how it will help. So you have to accept the failure first of all. Then you have to prepare accordingly. You have to in 1 year of preparation, actually you have to divide it into four parts. Four parts, like in about 3 months, equally in the whole year. In first 3 months, you have to cover at least 50% of whole of your course. Okay, in next 3 months, you have to complete 50% of whole of your course and 25% revision of the previous course. You got my point? In the next half, in the next quarter, you have to do to cover all to revise whole of the syllabus once. And in the next 3 months, you have to cover the syllabus twice. So there will be nearly three to four revisions completed at about time of 1 year. So this is the pattern you have to follow to crack, because I am there may be multiple pattern also, but usually the person who cracks an MBBS, but he used to follow this. And even my teachers used to tell me that you have to do this, because whenever you reach whole of the thing at once, you will get there is a tendency to forget. I will tell scientifically that also how it is done, and why revision is so much important. Okay, I will tell that scientifically also. So this is how a pattern for the preparation should be there. Now, accept the failure, and if after that, if you got a seat in medical sciences, then it's very good. If you get a seat in paramedical science, that is also brilliant. But if you don't get selected in the medical field, then what are the courses? Every biology students tend to ask this question. Even I have asked myself and my teachers also that point. So no need to worry. Medical science is just nearly 10, 15 to 20% of all biology. Okay. How there are animal kingdom, what I have told you, 50% questions come from the animal kingdom, 15% question from the plant kingdom. So 50% of itself is the botany. So each and every biology student can pursue his career in botany. How? Botany, you can be a agricultural officer. Okay, there are some prestigious colleges like in Pantanagar, in Cuttack, which are agricultural institutes, which gives opportunities like BSc Agriculture, MSc Agriculture, PhD Agriculture. So you can do that also. Agriculture, the food crisis now going on in this world, and how much we need some scientists that can provide us such a grains or such food products, so that which are very good, which do not decay easily, which not okay. So some other career institutes are like some other career options are like in the botany. I have told you this. Some other like you have. I think you in 11th, 12th you have heard about the BT brinjal. You know. So these are biotechnologies. Okay, biotechnologies. The person who does biotechnology itself, and like some other options like BSc Common chemistry and biology, which will give you teaching options. You can become a teacher. You can motivate further more students. If you can't be a doctor in your life, you can motivate some students also, so that they can be doctor. You can make life of other persons. And there are courses like virology, there is parasitology, there is pathology, um, like Delhi Institute, or the Delhi University. Sorry, the Delhi University perform gives you so much opportunities and so much courses in the biology that you will at the time you will get confused, which I have to take. There is career options in the IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Sciences, Bangalore, like oceanology. You can study about the marine lives. You can study about the geography. You can study about the uh, uh, various kinds of things. So there is nothing like nothing like getting demotivated. Okay, so now I will conclude my session, and at the point at this point of a pandemic, I will surely tell you one thing. First of all, don't get demotivated, because every time you see a doctor in your live telecast, you you think that he's a good person. Uh, what will be it will be a good life for me to be a doctor. But basically, what is the important thing is that you have to give your more from your life than you will gain from it. Like you have to give a lot of time to your patients, so that you can't go home. So you need to be highly motivated to achieve this career. Okay, uh, to pursue this career. So if any questions are there, I will surely like to ask them. Surely like to give answers to them. Please ask.
Okay, okay.
So, yes, sir. हेलो.
जो ने भेजे हैं वो मैं हेलो नितिन, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
यस सर, अब आ रही है.
नितिन,
यस सर.
हाँ हाँ, एक्चुअली जम्मू कश्मीर में इंटरनेट की स्पीड 2G पे बिल्कुल लिमिटेड रखी है, तो हम लोग बहुत मुश्किल से सब काम कर पाते हैं वेबिनार, और हमारी क्लासेस भी ऑनलाइन चल रही हैं. तो बहुत अच्छा लगा आपको सुनकर बहुत सालों के बाद. और बच्चों में बताना चाहूँगा फिर से एक बार, नितिन जो है अपने केवी के स्टूडेंट हैं. मैं जब केवी नंबर 2 रुड़की में था, उस वक्त नितिन वहाँ पर पढ़ते थे. और एक चिल्ड्रन साइंस कांग्रेस, नेशनल चिल्ड्रन साइंस कांग्रेस एक इवेंट होता है हर साल, हम जानते हैं. तो उसमें नितिन से मुलाकात हुई, बहुत बातचीत हुई. तो हमें खुशी ये बताते हुए कि नितिन उसी समय से लगता था काफ़ी मोटिवेटेड है और डेडिकेटेड है अपने कैरियर को लेकर. जब मुझे पता लगा कुछ सालों के बाद कि नितिन हैज गॉट सेलेक्टेड इन MBBS कोर्स एंड ही इज डूइंग हिज MBBS फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज उत्तराखंड इन श्रीनगर. सो मुझे बहुत गर्व हुआ इस बात को सुनकर. और आज वो हम सब के सामने बैठा है एक डॉक्टर के एप्रन में और मास्क लगाकर, और वो भी ऐसे टाइम पर जब डॉक्टर्स किसी भगवान से कम नहीं है. वो हमेशा से रहे हैं वैसे तो नितिन आपको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद. मैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं बच्चों के जो मुझे मिले हैं, वो मैं आपसे
जनार्दन सर.
यस, तो
जनार्दन सर.
यस सर. यस सर.
थोड़ा सा कोरोना के बारे में डॉक्टर साहब से हम जानना चाहेंगे सर, अगर हो सके तो.
यस यस.
ओके,
है ना?
बिल्कुल सही. बहुत सब बहुत की बात की आपने. और बच्चों में डॉक्टर नितिन एंड डॉक्टर वीरेन हमारे साथ, हमारे कुछ टीचर्स भी हैं, और हम सब लोगों की खुशी की बात ये कि अपने जो प्रिंसिपल सर हैं PR पटेल सर भी हमारे साथ यहाँ पर जुड़ चुके हैं कुछ, क्योंकि उसमें नितिन बोल रहे थे तो मैंने डिस्कस करना ठीक नहीं समझा. तो पटेल सर, आदरणीय पटेल सर का भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर। तो नितिन सर, डॉक्टर नितिन, सबसे पहले तो आप कोरोना को लेकर कुछ बच्चों को जो भी आपने गाइडेंस देनी है दे दीजिए। कैसा एक्सपीरियंस चल रहा है आपका कोरोना के पेशेंट्स को या ट्रीटमेंट करते हुए, और हम लोगों को क्या क्या सावधानी बरतनी चाहिए, ये प्लीज आप जरा 1 मिनट में बताएंगे, तो उसके बाद मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा।
तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल,
यस
कोरोना जो वायरस है, ये हमारे रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक जो होता है, आपने सुना होगा, ईसोफेगस बोल रहा हूँ, ट्रैकिया से होते हुए हमारे दोनों ब्रोंकस से फिर लंग्स में जो एरिया होता है उसको हम रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक कहते हैं। इस ट्रैक से होते हुए ये लंग्स को इन्फेक्ट करता है, और लंग्स को इन्फेक्ट इस तरीके से करता है कि वहां पे निमोनिया हो जाता है। ठीक है। तो कोरोना इटसेल्फ खुद से वो नहीं करता है, ये इम्यूनिटी थोड़ी कमजोर करता है लंग्स की, और उसके बाद वहां पे निमोनिया हो जाता है। और निमोनिया इतना हो जाता है कि लंग्स में पानी भर जाता है, जिसके कारण बाद में सांस लेने में दिक्कत आनी शुरू होती है, परेशानी आनी शुरू होती है, और बंदे को हमें वेंटिलेटर पे ले जाना पड़ता है। समझ रहे हैं आप? तो इसका एक बेसिक कोर्स है, ये एक ड्रॉपलेट इन्फेक्शन है। ड्रॉपलेट इन्फेक्शन का कहने का क्या मतलब है कि जब आप छींकते हैं, आप खांसते हैं, आपके हाथों में कुछ न कुछ तरल पदार्थ, हमारे रस, जो हमारे श्वास की रस होते हैं, मुंह का जो सलाइवा, नेजल ड्रॉपलेट्स, ये सब होते हैं जो हाथों में, किसी कपड़े में या किसी भी बॉडी में जो टच हो जाती हैं, उसका एक दूसरे से फैलना, इधर से उधर फैलना, ये कॉज करता है। अब अब इसके बारे में सबसे बेसिक चीज सर ये है कि अपना प्रिवेंशन, क्योंकि सर अभी तक किसी भी प्रकार की ऐसी कोई वैक्सीन हमारे को कोई अवेलेबल नहीं है, ये किसी भी प्रकार की ऐसी कोई 100% क्योरेबल ड्रग कोई अवेलेबल नहीं है जिससे हम ये कह सकते कि हाँ कोरोना हम क्योरेबल है। तो अभी तो हमारा जो बेसिक रूल, बेसिक एंथम जो है हमारा है, प्रिवेंशन इज बेटर देन क्योर। तो हम सबको हर टाइम मास्क लगा के रखना है, यूज ऑफ सैनिटाइजर करना है, और यूज ऑफ सैनिटाइजर से ज्यादा बेटर है कि आप साबुन से लगातार हाथ धोएं, क्योंकि साबुन जो है वो पूरे वायरस के जो बाउंड्री होती है, यू कैन से सेल मेम्ब्रेन, जो कि वायरस में होती नहीं एक्चुअली, बट यू कैन से दैट इन लेमन लैंग्वेज, जो उसकी सेल मेम्ब्रेन होती है उसको डिसॉल्व कर देता है साबुन पूरा। तो उसके बाद वो इफेक्टिव नहीं रहता है। समझ रहे हैं आप? तो और सैनिटाइजर भी कुछ कुछ ऐसा ही करता है, बट सैनिटाइजर से बेटर है कि आप यूज करें एक सोप। एंड सर, बेसिक अबाउट कोरोना पेशेंट, देख कोरोना पेशेंट सर आज तो इतने तादाद में बढ़ चुके हैं, इवन हमारे आईसीएमआर के रिसर्चर्स ये बता रहे हैं कि उन्होंने ब्लड सैंपल्स कलेक्ट किए थे, नियरली 84 टू 100 लाख पीपल्स के, मीन्स 1 करोड़ पीपल्स के सैंपल्स कलेक्ट किए थे, एंड आउट ऑफ देम 64 लैक्स के अंदर तो ये ट्रांसमिशन प्रेजेंट पहले से ही, नियरली इन मई जून के टाइम पे हमने बता दिया था कि इतनों में ट्रांसमिशन हो चुका है। दिस इज क्लासिफाइड इंफॉर्मेशन विच आई एम गिविंग यू। इसका मतलब ये है कि ये बहुत ही ज्यादा कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज है, इसमें आप बिल्कुल भी लापरवाही नहीं बरत सकते। आपको चौबीसों घंटे कहीं भी आप कमरे से बाहर निकलते ही आपको मास्क पहनने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि मास्क क्या करता है, आपके ड्रॉपलेट्स को मास्क तक ही रोक लेता है। जो ड्रॉपलेट बाहर से आएगा वो भी यहीं रुकेगा, और जो आप छींकेंगे वो भी अंदर की ओर रुकेगा, एक दूसरे को ट्रांसमिशन नहीं होगा, तो कम्युनिकेबिलिटी ऑफ द डिजीज विल स्टॉप। तो हम प्रिवेंशन इज बेटर देन क्योर, और अगर आपको सिम्टम्स लगते हैं तो प्लीज आप सरकारी अस्पताल में जाके जांच कराइए। मुफ्त जांच हो रही है, किसी प्रकार की कोई भी पैसा नहीं लिया जा रहा है। इसके साथ साथ सर कुछ दवाई, हर किसी को अपनी इम्यूनिटी का खास ध्यान रखना है इस दौरान। आपको हल्दी वाला दूध पीना है, आपको आंवला खाना है, नींबू पानी पीना है, आपको जिंजर, ब्लैक पेपर, इसकी चाय पीनी है, और जो भी आप बेसिक चीजें खाते हैं, च्यवनप्राश खा सकते हैं, दूध पी सकते हैं। बहुत हाई मात्रा में विटामिन सी लेना है जिसमें नींबू या कोई भी सिट्रस फ्रूट्स, या और दिन में एक फ्रूट रोज खाना है, जिससे इम्यूनिटी अच्छी हो बनी रहे। यस सर, दैट विल बी ऑल।
थैंक यू सर।
हेलो।
थैंक यू सर।
नो प्रॉब्लम।
ओके, तो सेकंड क्वेश्चन वाज यू गेट कोचिंग, आपने दे दिया कि आपने एलन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कोटा से कोचिंग ली, और क्या कोचिंग ही एक सॉल्यूशन है? क्या हम लोग अगर चाहें तो घर पे बैठ के तैयारी कर सकते हैं, या अपने से कुछ पढ़ाई कर सकते हैं? ये पॉसिबल है
बिल्कुल
बिना कोई हम नीट एग्जाम क्लियर कर सकें?
बिल्कुल सर, ये ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा मेरे हिसाब से तो ऐसे टाइम ड्यूरेशन में, क्योंकि आपके पास हर समय हर चीज अवेलेबल है, सारे तरीके के स्टडी मटेरियल्स अवेलेबल है ऑनलाइन। 2014 की बात करें तो उस टाइम पे इंटरनेट फैसिलिटीज और इतनी ज्यादा रीच नहीं थी किसी भी पर्सन की, तो यूजुअली हमें बाहर निकलना पड़ता था घर से कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ने के लिए। बट अभी आज के टाइम पे हर किसी के पास कंप्यूटर, लैपटॉप, मोबाइल अवेलेबल है। एंड हर पर्सन के अपने अपने रीचेज हैं और अपने अपने फैमिली कंडीशंस के हिसाब से वो कर सकता है। ऐसे कोई, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि कोचिंग ही एकमात्र सॉल्यूशन है, मैं तो ये कहता हूँ कोचिंग से बेटर है कि आप सेल्फ स्टडी करें। आप अगर किसी टॉपर का इंटरव्यू भी सुनेंगे मेडिकल साइंस या किसी भी, इवन इंजीनियरिंग वाले, वो भी खुद बोलते हैं कि हम सेल्फ स्टडी से ही सिलेक्ट हुए हैं। कोचिंग इज जस्ट अ सेकेंडरी थिंग विच आई मीन आपको एक एडिशनल स्टडी मटेरियल और एक एडिशनल एनवायरनमेंट प्रोड्यूस करवा सकता है कोचिंग, बट सेल्फ स्टडी इज मस्ट। सेल्फ स्टडी के बिना सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा, ये तो गारंटेड है। यस सर। हेलो हेलो मिस्टर हर्ष खटाना का
नितिन नितिन हाँ yes 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 you can read the question in
Yes,
chat
sir.
box. Harsh Khatana of class I think he is 9th class. Why doesn't body suit a few materials, for example a thin plastic sheet in the esophagus of an asthma patient, and what can be cure or close to cure for asthma? ये एक मेडिकल का क्वेश्चन है, ये कैरियर काउंसलिंग का तो नहीं है, बट अगर आप इसका जवाब देना चाहें दे सकते हैं प्लीज सर।
श्योर सर, आई विल गिव दैट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको मैं ये बता दूं कि हर किसी की बॉडी 99% तो सेम होती है, तो बट जो 1% या 0.5% का जो बॉडी का होता है वो जेनेटिकली सबका डिफरेंट होता है। और जेनेटिकली रिसेप्शन ऑफ डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल इन द एनवायरनमेंट इज डिफरेंट। आपने देखा होगा कि जो गरीब, यूजुअली गरीब बोल सकते हैं, वैसे गरीब बोलना नहीं चाहिए, जो गरीब तबके के लोग होते हैं जो मिट्टी में खेलते हैं वो बीमार थोड़े कम पड़ते हैं। देर इज अ थिंग कॉल्ड जर्म थ्योरी। जर्म थ्योरी क्या कहती है कि आप जितने लोगों से ज्यादा कांटेक्ट में रहेंगे, जितना घूमेंगे फिरेंगे, जितने ज्यादा एक्सपोज होंगे किसी चीज की तरफ, आप उतने ज्यादा उस चीज से कम इन्फेक्ट होंगे। अस्थमा पेशेंट्स एंड जो भी हमारी हाइपर सेंसिटिविटी रिएक्शंस हैं, या किसी को इचिंग की बहुत दिक्कत होती है, किसी को एलर्जी होती है, इचिंग एलर्जी, अस्थमा भी एक तरीके की एलर्जी है। तो ये एलर्जी की दिक्कतें तब शुरू होती हैं जब हमारा कोई एक पर्टिकुलर पार्टिकल बहुत टाइम से हमारे कांटेक्ट में नहीं रहा है, और जब वो एलर्जी पार्टिकल जब दोबारा से हमारे किसी रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक में या बॉडी पे जब टच होता है, जब बहुत टाइम से नहीं रहा है, तो हमारी इम्यूनिटी जो है वो उसके लिए अलग तरीके से रिएक्ट करती है। और जब वो अलग तरीके से रिएक्ट करती है तो वो एलर्जी का रूप देती है। ठीक है, तो एलर्जी कोई एक तरीके की बीमारी नहीं है, सीधी बातों में बोलूं, ये एक तरीके की बीमारी नहीं है, ये हमारी बॉडी का रिएक्शन है किसी भी फॉरेन ऑब्जेक्ट की तरफ। और फॉरेन ऑब्जेक्ट तो इसलिए अस्थमा, अस्थमा में किसी को प्लास्टिक शीट्स, किसी को धूल, किसी को रोएं जो गद्दों से निकलते हैं, किसी को एनिमल फर, किसी को किसी भी चीज से अस्थमा या हाइपर सेंसिटिविटी रिएक्शन हो सकती है। तो इसका इलाज सही मायने में बोलें तो एलोपैथी पे इसका इलाज नहीं है, और किसी पे भी इसका इलाज नहीं है जो भी दावा करते हैं, क्योंकि ये बॉडी का एक सामान्य रिएक्शन है जो कि बढ़ चुका है, इंटेंसिटी में बढ़ चुका है। यानी कि अगर हमें एक रोआ जाने से एक छींक आनी चाहिए थी, तो बंदे को 10 से 15 छींकें आ रही हैं। इस हम रिएक्शन को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं पर इस चीज का इलाज नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि रोआ आने पे छींक आना एक प्रोटेक्टिव मैकेनिज्म है, और प्रोटेक्टिव मैकेनिज्म को खत्म करना बीमारी को दावत देना है। इसलिए अगर किसी को अस्थमा है तो हम ये सलाह देते हैं कि आप अपना अस्थमा का पंप और जो दवाइयां हैं, सिट्राजिन, लिवोसिट्राजिन या कोई भी किसी भी तरीके की वो दवाइयां ले रहे हैं, वो नियमित तौर पे लेते रहें और अपना बचाव करें, खास तौर पे स्प्रिंग सीजन में, ऑटम सीजन में, और किसी भी तरीके की ये।
अभी जो क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं नितिन वो मेडिकल फील्ड से रिलेटेड हैं, लेकिन एक्चुअली हमारे पास टाइम लिमिट है क्योंकि हमारे इसके बाद क्लासेस भी हैं। तो बच्चों कैरियर को लेकर इन मेडिकल फील्ड को लेकर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज पूछिए। पैरालिसिस के ऊपर क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे या ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ अल्सर के ऊपर पूछेंगे तो उसको देने में टाइम भी लगेगा, और क्योंकि हमारे पास भी टाइम लिमिट कम है और डॉक्टर नितिन को और डॉक्टर वीरेंद्र को भी अपने काम पे जाना है, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा। यस, भूमिका मेहता ने पूछा है, इफ समवन वांट्स टू क्रैक नीट एग्जाम how many hours a day should I study? Bhumika Mehta is in class 10 and she is very good student. And she is asking that, what is the time limit that I should devote to my studies to crack the NEET exams?
सर नीट एग्जामिनेशन पे जब भी कोई प्रिपरेशन करता है सर, तो हमेशा वो ये सोचता है कि मुझे तो दिन भर पढ़ना पड़ेगा, 6 घंटे क्लास में पढ़ना है, उसके बाद मुझे कम से कम 8 घंटे तो घर में पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा। ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है, पहले ही बता देता हूँ। आप 6 घंटे जो स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं, अगर आप उसमें फुल कंसंट्रेशन, फुल डेडिकेशन के साथ और फुल ग्रास्प के साथ उसको पढ़ते हैं, एक कॉन्सेप्ट को एकदम ग्रास्प कर लेते हैं, तो दैट विल बी सफिशिएंट फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक। बट टू क्रैक नीट, सिर्फ ग्रास्पिंग ऑफ द टॉपिक इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट। यू नीड टू नो द प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन ऑफ दैट टॉपिक, क्योंकि आपके जो एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चंस आते हैं वो ऐसे नहीं आते हैं कि इस फॉर्मूले का नाम बताओ, ऐसे नहीं आता है। उनके एप्लीकेशंस आते हैं कि एक पेड़ गिरा, कितनी दूरी से गिरा, या कुछ भी, मतलब एक प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट से सवाल पूछा जाता है, तो आपको उस चीज को प्रैक्टिकली सोचना पड़ेगा कि ये चीज का सवाल इस तरीके से कैसे गया है। और इस चीज के लिए आपको 6 से 8 घंटे पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको दिन भर में 2 घंटे देने की जरूरत है। 2 घंटे के अंदर आप 1 घंटे अपनी बायोलॉजी को दीजिए, आधे घंटे फिजिक्स को दीजिए, आधे घंटे केमिस्ट्री को दीजिए, पर उस 2 घंटे के अंदर आपको उठना नहीं है। आप देयर विल बी नो टी ब्रेक्स, देयर विल बी नो नथिंग लाइक किसी की कॉल आ गई, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा। 2 घंटे आपको फुली डेडिकेट होके उन 2 घंटों में इन तीनों सब्जेक्ट्स को 100% अच्छे तरीके से पूरी फुल ग्रास्प के साथ पढ़ना पड़ेगा, और वो बहुत है, 2 घंटे बहुत होते हैं।
Thank you, Dr. Nitin. Now, Dr. Ved and Dr. Nitin, we have to conclude. अब मैं इनवाइट करना चाहूँगा अपने परम श्रद्धेय प्राचार्य महोदय को कि वो हमारे साथ आएं और विद्यालय की तरफ से, विद्यालय की ओर से हमारे दोनों जो अतिथि वक्ता हैं उनको धन्यवाद भी ज्ञापित करें और हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करें। आदरणीय प्राचार्य महोदय।
तो जनार्दन सर,
सर आपके आवाज थोड़ा कट रही है, सर आवाज
कट रही है।
यस सर, अभी ठीक है सर, अभी ठीक है।
अच्छा ठीक है,
यस सर।
ओके। On behalf of Kendriya Vidyalaya Lakhanpur, I congratulate and convey my thanks on behalf of Kendriya Vidyalaya Lakhanpur to our guest speakers for today, Dr. Vijay, Latin and pursued from IIT Delhi and working with senior project scientists at IIT Delhi. Second, Dr. Nitin Unyal, MBBS and a KB student serving in base hospital, Srinagar, Garhwal. And I got the opportunity to work in Uttarakhand for 4 years, since 2003 to 2007 at Joshimath, a very beautiful place. So I took the opportunity to visit Srinagar, Garhwal many times. And I also visited HNV University at Srinagar. Okay, so dear students, we had the opportunity today to interact with such experienced and young and energetic fellow members from the field of engineering and medical. So here I would like to share with you 3-4 points which have been elaborated by our guest speakers. And you should remember that first of all, NCERT books to be preferred. NCERT books. From day-to-day study, we motivate you and inspire you to pursue and go through NCERT book, because all the national level examinations, the question papers are set on the basis of NCERT book as elaborated by our guest speakers. Second, the just discussed by our speaker that self-study and continuous sitting at home is paramount important. You should study and forget about coaching. One thing I'd like to share with you, that if you study at home without depending upon others, you should discuss with your friends, your teachers, and go through the standard books like NCERT, then you will definitely achieve your goal. Next, The coverage of the syllabus and the revision is mandatory for all the competitive exams as well as for board exam. One important thing cannot decide your future. So whenever you score the marks not as per your experience, as your hard work, but should not motivate single year that can decide your future. Second and most important, being a Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan student, we generally have the opportunity to interact with such an eminent scientists and other various important personalities through webinars and seminars. And for the last I think 4 Jigyasa program, and there was discussions in very senior scientists in the various fields. So being KV student, you are very lucky and I was proud of that. One of our guest speaker is also a KV student. Recently pursued his MBBS 3-4 years back. So without taking much time, I would like to convey my hearty thanks once again to Dr. Virendra Thani and Dr. Nitin Unyal, and also my sincere thanks to our teacher, Janardhan Dhyani.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to invite student Tanu Jasrotia. Tanu, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Tanu, I would like to invite you to give vote of thanks for this webinar. Tanu, can you please put on a camera? अपना camera on कर लो बेटा, please. Tanu? Yes, okay. Now this is okay, beta. Yes, Tanu, you can start.
A warm and graceful morning to our guests, water principal sir, teachers, and my dear friends. It's my privilege to thank you and acknowledge the contribution of the who worked really hard to make this happen. Today we have an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future events. Your thoughts have enlightened our mind and have shown in a new path. I would like to thank Principal Sir who gave us an opportunity to have talk with esteemed guests. We all are thankful to both the mentors of today's event, Dr. Virendra Dhyani ji and Dr. Nitin Unyal ji, who you both gave your valuable time to guide us and motivate us. We are sure that your thoughts will definitely motivate us. We are also thankful to our teachers, Mr. Janardhan Dhyani sir, Mr. Shashipal sir, Mrs. Priyanka ma'am, and Mr. Manu Kalia sir, who organized this informative webinar. My deep gratitude to all the speakers for sharing their opinions today. On behalf of KV Lakhanpur, I also convey my thanks to all the student participants who attend this quiz. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanu. तो बच्चों, आई थिंक आपको ये सेशन अच्छा लगा होगा. आपको जो भी अपने थॉट्स हैं सेशन के बारे में, तो प्लीज़ अपने टीचर्स को फॉरवर्ड कीजिए, मुझे फॉरवर्ड कीजिए. मेरा व्हाट्सएप नंबर आपको ग्रुप में मिल सकता है. और अगर आपको ये अच्छा लगा तो आगे आने वाले फ्यूचर में हम इस तरह के और भी सेशन रखेंगे, बट इसमें आपका एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत ज़रूरी है. हम चाहते हैं कि आने वाले सेशन में हम लोग क्वेश्चन आंसर्स का जो पार्ट है वो ज़्यादा रखें. आज हो सकता है सभी बच्चों के क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स ना मिल पाए हों, लेकिन आने वाले सेशन में हम इनको और अच्छे से करने की कोशिश करेंगे. इसी आशा के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. डॉक्टर वीरेंद्र ध्यानी, डॉक्टर नितिन उनियाल, आपका फिर से एक बार बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. श्रद्धेय प्राचार्य महोदय का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. सभी साथी शिक्षकों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और प्यारे बच्चों, आप इतनी देर तक पेशेंसली इन सबको सुनते रहे, इसके लिए आपका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. अब हम लोग ये मीटिंग छोड़ सकते हैं और आपको इस मीटिंग का जो रिकॉर्डिंग लिंक है वो दे दिया जाएगा. फ्रॉम दैट link you can watch the whole webinar video of whole webinar later. So thanks a lot to everyone once again. Now you can leave the meeting. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you Nitin, take care. अपना ध्यान रखना.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. ओके सर.
ओके आपको जाना होगा हॉस्पिटल अभी ना.
यस सर, अभी जाना था.
हाँ चलो ठीक है, ध्यान रखो अपना. कभी मैं आऊंगा तो आपको फोन करूंगा, ठीक है. मैं
Sure, sir.
देवप्रयाग
Thank you
आता
so
रहता हूँ. देवप्रयाग आता
Yes,
रहता
sir.
हूँ, तो कभी आऊंगा तो मिलूंगा आपसे.
जरूर सर, आप आएंगे मेरे को बता दीजिएगा, मैं देवप्रयाग ही आ जाऊंगा.
ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.